Peace and blessings, love and light, and welcome to day 335 of the 365-day challenge. It's your girl, Kim, and happy Monday. I hope that you all are having a spectacular day so far, and you're continuing in your healthy habits, mind, body, and spirit, to make overall wellness a habit. It is December 1st, y'all. We are getting into the home stretch. We are officially 30 days out until the end of this 365-day challenge. So how has it been going? Some of you who started with me in January have started, taking advantage of those healthy habits that you've created. Have you had to make any adjustments? Have you added anything new to some existing ones that you've had? This challenge has been about consistency. It's been about creating things that become your norm. So what are some things that have become your norm so far? Have you officially added more water to your repertoire? I know I have. I've added a couple of more bottles a day to mine. I consistently do my exercise and have added some new things on. I do a lot of seated exercise. I decided to add seated Tai Chi to my exercise regimen. But it's about adding on to those things that you're doing successfully, just so that way you change the dynamic and add a little flavor to the things that you're already doing that are considered healthy habits. And then also making little tweaks to the ones that have been a little bit of a challenge. I remember when I started in the beginning that I thought I was going to do a Proverbs challenge in the beginning, and it was too time consuming for the length of time that I had to do it. So I had to go with something else. And that worked for me. And I'm going almost through the year in that devotional that I started. And so there are little tweaks that can be made that can make you more successful or more prone to being successful in that healthy habit, because you're not going to do something that you don't feel comfortable doing, or that's something that's going to be too taxing. We wind up self-sabotaging ourselves and saying, oh, well, I can't do it. No, sometimes it's the minor changes that we make that are going to help us to be successful in making something a habit and making it a healthy habit. So think about some of those things that you've done. And I think for this last 30 days, as we're heading into the new year, that I'm going to share my 30 Days of Inspiration book. And it was the first book that I wrote, when I started my quote unquote wellness journey way back in 2015. And so I'm going to share that book because it, talks about the things that inspired those thought-provoking things. And I think that that'll be something that, will be beneficial as we're going into the new year. So I'll be sharing that starting tomorrow, and that's my book 30 Days of Inspiration, and that book can be found on Amazon as well. But I will share that tomorrow. But just wanted to touch base again as we're going into these last days of this new year, and just really focusing in on those healthy habits and where we are in the process and what we can do as we're going into the next year, and to start looking at some insights of what we've learned in this year. Okay, and so with that, that's a lot of food for thought today. And with that, I'm going to say have a spectacular rest of your Monday, and be sure to sprinkle self-love and self-care all over yourself. And until I see you all tomorrow, I say peace.